lovies, welcome back to my channel. For those of you who are new, I'm Gina, aka Gina Louise. That is my clothing brand name, Gina Louise. It was named after my grandmother and the name just stuck with me. So I'm going to do a bunch of flips coming up. I wanted to do a lot of clothing flips. I know my channel started off where I was doing a lot of home decor flips from the thrift store, but my fun place is flipping clothing. So I was gonna go to the thrift store and get a bunch of stuff and flip them, but I thought about it and I said, well, you know what? I have which is called dead stock, old stock Gina Louise stuff that is in the warehouse that is no longer being sold, and I have a few pieces left from one of my favorite lines, and I'm going to flip them into a new design. So one of my best sellers was, and it's the only one I have left, so was this poncho. And it, can you see that? And it is made out of my signature fabric. It is an organic cotton. It has a 6-way stretch. It has a fringe that I found in Italy. It just looks beautiful on. It hangs so nice. It's like a whole Jackie O look. So what I feel like doing, I'm not flipping this. This is my one and only, and no. But I'd like to make another poncho. I want to make a shabby chic poncho. I just want to have fun with it. I want to just embellish it, add things to it. Some old lace, some crochet, maybe some faux fur, some, I don't know, pink roses maybe. So I want you to come along on the journey. I thought it would be fun. I would like to do something really interesting and fun and different. So I have these pieces and they are from the old stock. So like I have some of these long skirts, and I have some of the pants that were made, the boho wide leg pants that was made from this fabric, and I have a couple of dresses. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to open up these pieces at their seam. I'll seam rip them or I'll cut them open, I'm not sure yet, and I'm gonna sew the pieces back together so I have a nice long piece of fabric. And I made a pattern from my poncho. I thought I brought it in here to show you. I really thought I brought it in here to show you, but anyway, you'll see it shortly. After I get the pieces sewn together and I have a nice big piece of fabric, I'm gonna put my pattern on it. I'm gonna cut it out, sew it together. I only wanna do it with 2 pieces. I wanna make this easy peasy, simple and fun. And like I said, I'm gonna embellish it and see what we come up with. So let's get started. Here is the poncho that I'm making the pattern from. Here is my label. Just wanted to show you what that looks like. And I had already made the pattern at this point. I just forgot to turn the camera on and film it. I am now taking my electric scissors and I am opening up the skirts and a few other pieces, and I'm going to take those pieces and I'm going to sew them together. Here I'm taking off the waistband because I will use it in another project. Now I have a nice big piece and I can definitely get one side of the poncho cut out of this piece. I'm going to just cut this lace off the bottom, and I will save this beautiful lace for another project. Now I have all these random pieces, and I definitely have plenty of fabric to create my poncho, and I'm sure I will have leftover pieces to do another project. I'm going to take these 2 pieces and I'm going to pin them right sides together. I'm going to take them over to my sewing machine and just sew them together so I have a nice big piece to create the front of the poncho. Now that I have the pieces sewn together, I'm just going to take my pattern, I'm going to pin it. I'm going to try to line up the seam in the center there, and I'm just going to cut it out. Now I'm cutting out my back piece, and I'm just laying the piece that I already cut out on top, and I'm using that for my guide now to make sure they're exactly the same, and I'm just going to cut that. Now that I have it pinned, I'm going to start sewing from here where my finger is, and I'm going to go down the side. I need to leave the neck part open. I was going to do a scoop boat neck, but later on you'll see that I decide to make it into a V-neck. So when I came down to the point with my sewing machine, I'm just stopping and leaving about 1/4 of an inch because I'm going to hem this, and I'm just going to back tack here, and then I'm going to do the same thing on the other side. Okay, so now I decided I am going to make a V-neck here. Taking all the pins out. I put pins all over it just to stabilize the fabric because it is stretchy, but it is forgiving as well. So I decided that I was putting a V-neck in the front, and the rounded shoulders I sewed. I cut a little bit off of them, and I made them a little straighter instead of the way they are rounded. Now I'm just cutting my V-neck. I go halfway to the seam, I flip it over, and I use that half as a pattern to cut the other side. If you notice what's on my hand, that little red thing that you see, it is a sticker Band-Aid that Ava stuck to my hand. I forgot it was on my hand when I was doing this video. Now I'm going to take it over to my machine, and I'm going to put a hem all around the neck and the back of the neck, and I'm going to hem the bottom of the poncho. Ponchos are really great. I mean, they're so good to just dress up an outfit, or if you're wearing one that you're not crazy about, to cover it up. I love ponchos. I wear them all the time. I have them in every color, every style, every design. And I just love the way this Shabby Chic one came out. I really, really love it, and I cannot wait to wear it. Now I went into my stash of goodies, and I'm placing them all around the poncho, and I'm trying to figure out how I want it to look. I have some fabric roses, I have crochet pieces, I have embroidery, I have all these pretty little things, some lace that I'm going to put over it. This was cut from a piece of fabric, and I had the crochet around the edge and the faux fur. I just love it. So I think I'm happy with the way this looks. That rose right there, I ironed on the back of it and made it into an iron-on patch. The rest I'm going to sew with my sewing machine, and I will show you how it came out. I am using a loose zigzag stitch here, and I am stitching the tulle that's attached to the applique. And I'm going to do this all around each of those crochet pieces. Here I am now going to iron on that beautiful rose patch I made. When I put on the back, the applique stuff, I didn't have a piece big enough, so there is part of the rose that doesn't have the glue that I iron on. So I'm going to use Fabri-Tac, which is my favorite go-to glue, and I'm just going to tack that in the area that does not have the backing. And I will also use it on other pieces, as you will see on the poncho. If you're enjoying this video, please hit the like button, and if you'd like to see more of these videos, please consider subscribing to my channel and hit the little bell so that you can be notified when I post another video. And I want you to comment at the end of this video. I want to know if you like this look, if you like the shabby chic, if you would wear this poncho, if you feel like making one, if it inspired you to make one. I'm dying to know, so please leave a comment. Thank you. And now for the final results. Please let me know if you like this look. I really want to know your opinion. Thank you. Thanks for watching, and don't forget to hit the like.